Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeff is back with another video. All right, y'all probably wondering why is there no Sunday dinner menu idea favorites or whatever today. Like I told y'all, if y'all been paying attention, the next 2.5 weeks is gonna all be about Thanksgiving and Christmas. It's gonna all be about organizing. I'm gonna be doing a lot of recipes. They're gonna be different days. I'm gonna let y'all know what day I'm putting them out so y'all can follow along at home and plan your Thanksgiving so you have an awesome old school soul food Thanksgiving. So let's get this video started. A lot of people don't watch these videos, and then later on they're gonna be asking me questions. What I do here, why should I do that, what should I do first? Because they don't watch these instructional videos. These are the most important videos sometimes when I sit down and talk in detail about things. Especially this particular video I'm about to do is very important because it's going to make your life a lot easier for Thanksgiving and even going into Christmas. A lot of people don't watch my videos unless I'm actually cooking. And even if I type something on the thing, that's why a lot of people miss my meet and greet because they didn't read it. I posted my meet and greet schedule on every social media account, and a lot of people say, oh, I wish I knew. If you read what I've typed and what sometimes my publishers put it, what she put, if you read it, instead of just, if it's not food, they will just scroll right past it. It's very important information that's vital. So let me get started. Okay, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna tell you where I do my Thanksgiving, where my Thanksgiving is flawless. And this time of year is very, very busy at my job. But I still have a flawless Thanksgiving, a flawless Christmas, because I organize my time and day accordingly. So when Thanksgiving comes, all I gotta do is put my dressing in the oven and finish my turkey. That's it. Everything else is done. So first thing you do, you need to plan your menu. Put down, take an hour, hour and a half, even discuss with your family or whatever, who's coming over, what they like to do, what you like to cook. Write it in detail. Everything from your appetizer, your salad, your entree, dessert, everything. Write it down in detail, your menu, what you're going to cook. So that and you might want to add something, here and there at the end. Yeah, that's normal. But make a menu, what you planning to make, what you planning to cook, and that's the first thing you do. Okay, the second thing you do, okay, after you plan your menu, there's certain things. Let me tell y'all one thing. The store is going to be very, very limited this year and shortage on a lot of items. If you can see the store now, it's going to be short on a lot of items. Turkeys, little small turkeys, little 8-10 pound turkeys, forget it. You're not going to find them. You know why? Because when the pandemic hit, you don't have a lot of workers working, and the turkeys they usually harvest at that age and weight, they couldn't harvest. So the turkeys just sat there getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's why when you go to the supermarket, you're going to see a lot of big turkeys and very, very little 10 to 12 pound turkeys. So if you got two people, one person, you want a turkey, it's going to be very difficult to find. You're going to have to buy the 15, 18 pounds or the 20, 25 pound turkeys. And that's something you really, really, really going to be frustrated with if you're used to buying small turkeys. So make your shopping list on everything you do. Like I said, I have a lot of videos, and the videos, I'm going to be putting them out every other day pretty much on Thanksgiving menu. Write the ingredients. If you have recipes for the things, or you pretty much know what to get in, write in detail what you need to buy, what you have in home already, what you need to go get to the store. Do not wait to the last minute. Number one, the stores are crazy the last minute. Number two, you might not find what you're looking for. I see so many people, I'm so frustrated. Sometimes I go to the store, maybe pick up little things, whatever, maybe some cream and cranberry sauce, maybe a loaf of bread on Thanksgiving, the day before Thanksgiving morning. It is crazy. And I'll be looking at people like, why you wait to the last minute? You see people buying frozen turkeys the night before Thanksgiving. What are you going to do with that turkey, frozen turkey night before Thanksgiving? Plan accordingly. Plan accordingly with your ingredients. Write everything down. Everything from the flour to the cornbread, cornmeal, baking powder, vanilla, your sage. Well, I bet a lot of people, I don't keep a lot of sage in my house. I don't use sage for dressing. I don't use sage all year round. Make sure you have sage. Don't get to where you make the dressing and, oh, I don't have sage. Put that on your list. Things like that. I use a lot of vanilla when I'm hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I heard a weird noise in my backyard. I got my smoker going, my electric smoker going. I thought it was that, but it's my neighbor over there weed eating his yard and making a weird noise. So, okay, back to what I was saying. The ingredients and what you need. Don't wait till the last minute. Okay, next thing. You can do a lot of things ahead of time. Like tomorrow, I'm going to upload a video with chicken stock. Not chicken stock. Turkey stock. Old school turkey stock. You can make that weeks in advance. I'm going to make it. I'm going to freeze it. And that's going to be for my giblet gravy and my cornbread dressing. That's very important. And I'm going to put this recipe up there, and I guarantee you somebody's going to ask me, where's old? Because I'm going to put in my recipe, use old school turkey stock. Somebody's going to ask me, what is old school turkey stock? Because not paying attention to my videos, number one. And all I say is, look, I posted that 2 days ago, last week. It's like, the recipe is there, but it's like, I guess they jump in periodically. But like I say, make things ahead. Cornbread. My cornbread for my dressing already in the freezer. I put it in there about a week and a half ago. Let it dry out on the stove, cook it, let it sit out one day uncovered. I do it uncovered. Then I put it in the freezer, forget about it. And the longer it sits in the freezer, the more drier it gets. Because you don't want a very, very dry cornbread. Of course, don't put any sugar in it. Just, regular cornbread without sugar. You can do that weeks in advance, your cornbread. Also, your gravy. I'm going to make my giblet gravy this week. Of course, I'm going to do a video for it. I'm going to make my giblet gravy already this week. I'm going to put it in my food saver, put it in the freezer. Gravy, my giblet gravy is done. I ain't got to be struggling doing that for Thanksgiving Day giblet gravy. It'll be already done. Little things like that you can do ahead. Some cakes you can do ahead. I don't suggest doing cakes ahead. You can do that, but I like to do my desserts 1 or 2 days before. Especially my cakes. My pies I do the day before. I don't like sweet potato pie and stuff like that because I don't like my crust to be soggy. So I like to do my pies pretty much the night before. But cakes maybe 2 days before you can do that. But little things like that. Okay, my next thing here. When you cook in order of importance, like I just said before, cakes, pies, the day before, dressing. Like I said, the only thing on Thanksgiving I like to do day to day is dressing and my turkey. That's it. Everything else is pretty much done. My potato salad, macaroni salad, my candy yams, I do them the night before. All I do is put the glaze, put it on the oven, stuff like that. I do the day before. Mashed potatoes, I do the day of. Because y'all know my mashed potatoes is easy. I do my fork mashed Yukon Gold potatoes. You don't have to peel them. You just boil them, drain them, put some sour cream in there, some butter, salt, and pepper, mash them, boom. You got creamy, delicious mashed potatoes. I do not use a standard Idaho potato when I make mashed potatoes. I always use Yukon Gold. It's a creamier, buttery, delicious potato, and the skins, you can't even tell they're in there. They so thin. But yeah. Next thing. This is probably for New Year's. That's why the tradition on New Year's. If you see chitlins in the store, get them now. Because New Year's is going to be like last year. You cannot find them. I got 2 buckets of the red bucket of chitlins I bought about a month ago. I saw them on sale for $5 a bucket. I'm just a very, what they say, frugal. I wouldn't say that. Very tedious and alert shopper. When I see things, I jump up on it. I'm blessed to have a freezer where I can store these things. Sometimes you don't have a freezer, and like a cubic freezer like me. I got 2 buckets I put in my freezer for New Year's Day because I know it's going to be like last year. It's going to be a limit on chitlins. I got them for $5 a bucket. It was both of them $10 chitlins. It was about a month ago. It was the end of September. I got them. They're sitting in my freezer ready to go for New Year's Day. So if you see chitlins, you like chitlins for New Year's, get them now if you see them. Also, okay, make it easy on yourself. One thing I do not make, people wonder why I don't make it. I don't make pie crust. I know how to make pie crust. I make very good pie crust, but I refuse to make pie crust. The reason is I can devote that time to something else. I'm not going to be throwing flour, rolling out pie dough for 5, 6 pies. It's a waste of time. If you want to do it, it's just going to take 2, 3 hours of your time making pie dough, letting it rest, rolling it out, putting it. Get you some of them Pillsbury roll-out pie dough like I show you. Make it easy on yourself. Some stuff you can buy already made. Stuff I cook is 80% old school, fresh, but that one thing y'all should know, I buy. I already do the pie crust. Make it easy on yourself. I mean, make it easy as possible. Thanksgiving shouldn't be stressful. When you get that day, you should be happy, go lucky, ready to impress your family, friends, and relatives with an awesome dinner on the table. And it looks like you worked all day, but we know a secret. You planned ahead of time, and it made it so much easier. Okay, it's another thing I'm very adamant with. My mama didn't use, but I do it after I got in the cooking industry. Try to use fresh herbs as much as possible. Sage, thyme, rosemary, parsley. Try to use fresh herbs. They make your food taste so much better and much more flavorful than those dried herbs. You don't know how long they've been sitting in the store in those containers that has no flavor at all. It's just flavorless. I try to use, as you can see when I cook, I try to use fresh herbs as much as possible. You don't see me use no dried parsley flakes. When I use parsley, I use fresh chopped parsley. I use fresh rosemary. I use fresh thyme. I use fresh sage. And I do use a little dry sage in my dressing. It makes it pop. But I will put some fresh sage in my dressing and my giblet gravy. Definitely to make it it makes so much difference. Now that's pretty much it on this video to let y'all know to forecast what's gonna happen. Like I say, I think tomorrow I'm gonna have my old school turkey stock. That's very important to get that done, get it out of the way. Then I'm gonna do my giblet gravy. That's the first 2 recipes I'm gonna do. Get that out of the way, because you can do that, put it in the freezer, forget about it. Make sure your cornbread is done in the freezer, get it right. That's 3 things you don't have to worry about. Now, you can chop your onions and celery. You can saute them off, put them in the freezer for your dressing. For your dressing and your gravy. Because the thing is, when I made my dressing and my gravy, I cooked the world out of it anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's mushy, the onions and celery. You can have that already chopped when you're not worrying about the kitchen, chopping up onions and celery for dressing and gravy. You can do that all the way ahead of time. I do that too. Put it in a food saver, put it in the freezer, pull it out. Very simple. Now, those 2 items I'm going to have coming up pretty much next week. Then I'm going to do my sides like the sweet potato, macaroni and cheese. I'm going to do a pecan pie. These are recipes that I'm going to do, but I'm going to make a list and I'm going to post it on my community page here on YouTube. I'm going to put it on Facebook and Instagram. Y'all need to read these very carefully, because I'm going to give you my menu for that week so you can play along at home and plan accordingly and shop accordingly what you need to do. It's very important for me that y'all have a flawless, awesome Thanksgiving. What else was I going to tell y'all? I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, like I say, just just follow these rules, like I say, and these guidelines, what I'm giving you, and I'll be giving you throughout the weeks. And when Thanksgiving Day come, you're going to be not texting me. You're going to be emailing me and private messaging me and letting me know how awesome it was. And it'll be between me and y'all how awesome it was. But like I say, I love Thanksgiving. I love cooking. This is when you got to take your cooking to the next level. And I love it. And there's people out there say, oh, you should take a rest. You should work. When I'm cooking, this is my rest when I'm cooking. You don't know how much energy I get to get behind this camera and share with y'all the cooking and tips and stuff like that. It's amazing. I'm going to try to get a couple of lives in there. I am going to do a live maybe next week on YouTube, and I'm going to do one on Facebook just to answer your questions, that I can sit there and answer your questions. If you have any questions and you don't want to email me or direct message me, little tips you might want, or little ideas you might question, I can answer them right there on camera for you, and it'll make it a lot easier. You can jot down information. Might be something you ask that somebody else never thought to ask, and it might help somebody else too. So, yeah, I'm here to help. I'm excited. This is awesome, like I say, time for me. But I hope y'all really, really, like I say, get out there, make your menu, plan early. There's nothing more frustrating than waiting till the last minute, because this store is crazy on the night before Thanksgiving, and even Thanksgiving morning. People just running around bumping into each other and just rushing, can't find parking spots and stuff like that. And another tip The best time to go to the grocery store is Monday morning. If you're off on Monday mornings and not working, go to the grocery store. It's the best time to go shopping on Monday morning in the grocery store. And you know the worst time is Saturday night and Sunday morning. It's the worst time to go to the store, grocery store. So a little tip for y'all. So anyway, I'll be doing a lot of cooking videos. I'll be letting y'all know in my menu what I'm going to do and what day I'm going to do it, so y'all will know. But that's just how I make my Thanksgiving very successful, even Christmas. Like I was telling y'all at my meet and greet, when I used to have, I ain't had one the last 2 years, but my Christmas parties that I have here at my house, I toned it down. 1 year I had no less than 52 items I cooked out of this kitchen. Everything from appetizer, hors d'oeuvres, to my buffet, to the dessert table. The dessert table, I think I had 18 different desserts on my dessert table. Yeah, it was amazing. People come in, you just start eating. And you eat, as soon as you eat, I had, a house set up where you had a hors d'oeuvre station sit all over my house, and then I had the buffet in the middle, and then I had a dessert table. It was really awesome. Then I toned it down to about 30. Yeah, 30 items. But yeah, I can do that. And it makes it look flawless because I'm organized the way I do it. So anyway, y'all have any questions, leave it in the comments under this video, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And I'm going to try to go live Monday, this coming Monday. I think Monday is the 9th, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm looking at my calendar correctly. November the 9th, around maybe 6 o'clock p.m. or here on YouTube, and then I'll probably go live again Wednesday for Facebook. So yeah, I'm gonna go live and give y'all a chance to answer your questions or whatever, and make your life a little easier. So anyway, I'm gonna close this video out. Like I close every video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. Please follow my other social media accounts: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, Pinterest, and oldschoolsoulfood.com. Until next time. Oh, remember the hashtag 2021. We got a month and 3 weeks to go. 2021. Help somebody, Old School Soul Food. Until next time, have a blessed Old School Soul Food day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all have a happy, blessed weekend, and we're going to have a happy, prosperous Thanksgiving. We're going to have a Merry, Merry Christmas, and 2022 is going to be amazing. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.